blues, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and the Green Bay Packers. Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Oh, good move. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders. That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Rodgers now on first down. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. Rodgers going to go on fourth down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Colts are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. From the 27, Rodgers under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try to protect his quarterback in a second.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Now, with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they want.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Take it in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 27. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
To throw is Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Freeman. Now a first down carry by Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers now to throw. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 21-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Freeman. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Rodgers to throw once more. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Rodgers. This one completes Alec Pierce. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run to the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Rodgers going to throw.
Left side, he finds Pierce.
Oh, nice move.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down.
He'll complete this one to Watson. And he is going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Rodgers' throw finds its target, Doubs.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Rodgers again now. Over the middle, complete. That's Freeman. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Back-to-back completions here to Freeman. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the 22, Rodgers.
He's got the hook up with Doubs.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Romeo Doubs. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he's got Pierce. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
That's a tremendous start to the 3rd quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
the middle. Here's Taylor.
Rasul Douglas there to get him down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's Rodgers. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay a 2-score game at 16.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick. But now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
Yeah, he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers gets it off to Freeman. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going. Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And his kick is right there. It's good.
Well, for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On play action, now Rodgers. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Rodgers is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Rodgers under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Back at the 43-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers under pressure, and they got to him again. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Looking to throw. Rodgers. And he rifles one incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Rodgers. And he's got it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
91 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. First and 10, Taylor now.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Packer football here. First down at 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Throwing on second and 14. Rodgers out route. He finds his man. It's Jones. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Hey, take 26.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and defensively that might just seal a week one victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Rodgers now on first down.
And that's caught. It's the tight end, Tyler Davis.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss and no one wants it.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One final try now for Rodgers. He's at the 50. 30.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.